And our top focus at 8 p.m. on headlines today. Madhya Pradesh's notorious sand mafia has claimed another casualty. A constable who intercepted a dumper carrying illegal mined sand was mowed down and crushed to death. While the opposition accuses the government of being hand in glove with the mafia, the chief minister says the guilty will be punished.
Another policeman crushed to death in Shivraj Singh Chauhan's Madhya Pradesh. His crime, intercepting a truck with illegally mined sand. Constable Dharmendra Chauhan had gone to Dhanela village in Morena to investigate a case of loot. This is when he saw a dumper parked in the middle of the road. When the constable asked the driver to give way, he panicked, tried to run away, drove the truck in reverse gear, crushing the constable to death. Today's incident, reminiscent of the brutal death of IPS officer Narendra Kumar, who was similarly mowed down while stopping a tractor 3 years ago. Even as opposition parties questioned the administration, the chief minister singing the same old tune. The question remains, how long will the state government take to rein in the illegal sand mafia in the state? Bureau Report, Headlines Today.
Well, to debate this serious topic, in fact, I'm joined by two esteemed guests right now. Vikram Singh is the former DGP of Uttar Pradesh, JVL Narasimha Rao, national spokesperson of the BJP, and very soon we also would be joined by Brijesh Kalapa, he's the spokesperson of the Congress party. My first question to you, Mr. Rao. Sir, this might be brazen, but this is not shocking. This is not the first incident in Morena and in Madhya Pradesh. Why are we seeing these repeated incidents of men in khaki, those who dare to stand against the sand mafia, being killed mercilessly in Morena, in Madhya Pradesh, and only a lip service in every incident? The chief minister coming out and giving the same speech or the same soundbite that he probably would have given earlier in many of such incidents.
Ankit, incidents like this would not have happened had it been possible to, in a district like Morena, had it been possible to go in for e-auction of the mines, because this particular district, this particular area is prohibited for any kind of auctioning of the mines, and a lot of illegal activity goes on. And incidents like this happen rather very infrequently, but even one incident like this is an extremely
sir, I have a full list. I have a full list of incidents, sir. I can't let you get away by saying that these incidents happen infrequently. They happen with a repeated frequency. In 2012, an IPS officer was killed. I also have two incidents of the forest officers being beaten up in 2014 in the same district. It seems that the mafia is emboldened there. I take your point that e-auction should be done and all that, but if it is a lawless district, it comes under the government of Madhya Pradesh, why aren't strict action being taken? It just seems that
Ankit, the strict action is taken every time, and you see, one way of effectively controlling this is posting or putting a large number of your police force in that district, but that would mean actually shifting police from other duties and other areas. So it's not an easy situation. It's not an easy solution. You can ask the police officer on the panel. I have talked to the police officers in Madhya Pradesh.
Yes.
Today, the CM actually called for an investigation into this.
Yes.
This is not an ordinary accident. I think to call this simply an accident is certainly not going to be.
We absolutely are not calling it an accident, sir. It is a case of murder, and that is how it should be dealt with. A man doing his duty is being mowed down because he dares to stand up against the sand mafia. It's absolute murder. That is what we are calling. But it seems that the government of Madhya Pradesh is not even registering a case under Section 302. It's your own police officers serving there.
No, certainly I'm giving you this specific information. I think it will not be simply registered as an accident. It is a case that will be considered under 302. and the Chief Minister had ordered the DGP of the police after the Vigyan Bhavan conference. I think you are playing the clip with the Chief Minister when he was actually attending the judges conference today. I spoke to him after the meeting. In my presence only, he had ordered the DGP of Madhya Pradesh to conduct a proper inquiry, sir, and ensure all the guilty are punished.
I am going to take your word on this, sir. You are saying that the police is going to register a case of 302 because so far they have only registered a case under section 304. I am going to hold you on that, Mr. Rao, when you are saying that you have information that they are going to register a case under section 302. Let me very quickly go across to my other panelists on this. First, before I go to Mr. Kalappa, Vikram Singh, you are a former DGP of Uttar Pradesh. So you have served the police department. As Mr. Rao was saying, is it that difficult to nab and to control the sand mafia until and unless there is some sort of collaboration between the local politicians? There are numerous instances of politicians pressurizing the police to release dumpers and tractors. These have been confiscated. Do you believe it is that difficult task for the police if they are given a free hand?
Ankit, let me tell you that you answered your question yourself. In fact, such unfortunate incidents are happening with sickening frequency. And it is totally doable. We have done it in the past. We can do it now. What is required is the political will to ensure that you have a no-nonsense and an absolutely ruthless attitude towards the mafia.
Yes.
This does not seem to be happening. I have a simple submission to make before Mr. Rao that this was doable earlier. We have done it earlier. I just give you a 3-point roadmap. Please get after the mafia, their crime syndicates, confiscate their movable and immovable property, their instruments of crime, the dumpers and the JCB machines, and put them behind bars under the NSA and the statutes of the Indian Penal Code.
Absolutely.
And see what happens.
Absolutely.
What is lacking is, like stale coffee, the ingredients are there, but the flavor is missing.
Let me get Mr. Brajesh Kalappa on this. Sir, as the former DGP of UP was also saying, it takes political will. What is lacking in Madhya Pradesh, sir? These incidents are taking place with almost a scary frequency.
Yeah, Ankitji, what has happened now is that you have seen in last few years, one Narendra Kumar was also crushed very similarly. And then the state government took the stand that no, this was a suicide. And now are they going to take the same stand that this was a suicide? Or are they going to say that this was a wanton murder? This was a murder of a public officer, and that public officer who had been, taking a very strong stand against the sand mafia.
Yes.
Now, when such a stand is taken, then one will also have to look at the state government's attitude insofar as the accused in Vyapam is concerned. Because 8 material witnesses, have been killed under very suspicious circumstances.
Yeah.
Now, does the government have something to say on that?
Mr. Rao,
you see, this is a pattern.
Yeah. Let me take that to Mr. Rao. Mr. Rao, you are saying that you have information that this will be registered under 302. It has not been done so far. I am going to hold this till the time it happened. But a very specific question to you, sir. There are activists, those who are saying that in Madhya Pradesh, the local politicians are so hand in glove with the sand mafia that anyone dares. It's not the local people, even the cops, even if they dare, they are sidelined, they are killed. I will give you an example. In March 2012, after Narendra Kumar was killed, 3 days after that, a local BJP leader in Morena was in fact arrested for assaulting police officers because he forcibly took 2 tractors, trolleys, those who were engaged in the same sort of incident in sand, in transporting illegally detained sand. He was arrested. Then, under the pressure of the government, he was later released. Can you defend that, sir? Is there any way you can say that the local politicians are not hand in glove with this?
I think it's very easy for you to jump the gun and jump to conclusions. I think the 2012 case of the IPS officer was transferred to the CBI. It seems Brajesh Kalappa is unaware of the details. I think the CBI, which was...
Mr. Rao, I'm talking about a specific case in which a BJP leader was in fact arrested and then let off. What do you have to say with that? It sets an example,
sir. The fact that he was arrested itself shows
And then he was
Ankit,
let
the
off.
fact that he was arrested.
Sir, he
Do you
was
think if
let
there was
off,
political
and then
patronage-
and
So,
he
come
was
on, just
was
hear me
arrested
out.
for
Just hear me
assaulting
out.
police officers.
Please hear me out. Can you hear? Will you hear me out? You think will a police officer dare to arrest an MLA if there was political patronage from the above? So I think if you are saying he was arrested, he was released under pressure, he could have easily been pressured not to arrest them. So I think this you have to be.
So you are taking credit. You are taking credit for other.
You have to look
Sir,
at.
you have to give the credit to the local police officers
The
who
police
arrested
is
them,
very free.
not
I
to the
think it is
government
the
who, under
it is
pressure,
to
they
the
have to
credit
release
of-
him.
It is to the credit of this government for Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Under his leadership, the gangsters in the Chambal region have been completely done away with. I think this particular region, Morena and some parts near it, there are certain violent groups certainly available.
Yes.
The police does a good job, but certainly it needs to be better. But for that, we'll need to strengthen the police machinery, which is a bit of a challenge.
Mr.
It's not
Kalappa, do
that
you
easy.
buy his
And
argument?
in the
Do you
case-
buy the argument of the BJP representative saying that the pat should be on the back of the chief minister because the police arrested him? But the point is, the officers did their duty. It was under the pressure that they had to release the local BJP leader.
No, I think Mr. Rao has got it totally wrong. The Chambal dacoits were dealt with during the time of Mr. Arjun Singh, and that was a good 20-25 years ago. And where's the point of bringing the Chambal issue now?
No,
Now, second, the point is he doesn't make a reference to the fact that 7 to 8 of the witnesses in Vyapam have been killed. Now, he doesn't make a reference to that. He doesn't want to talk about this
the entire
because that's
Vyapam issue. It's a complete imaginary controversy created by the Congress party.
Sir, let's not digress from the topic. Let's stay on the sand mafia and their brazen role. We can speak about Vyapam a little later, Mr. Kalappa, and I will also request you to stay on the topic. Let me very quickly.
I think the ninth case, which is a completely different
to the
case.
subject
But
at
you know,
hand.
this shows to what extent criminalization is rampant in the state of Madhya Pradesh.
But I won't let you get away.
Yes.
Making some comments without
That
getting
is what my request to both of you would be. Let's just stick to what we are discussing right now. Let me very quickly bring in Mr. Vikram Singh once more. So how does it affect the morale of the police on the whole? Police officers are being killed, IPS officers are killed, constables, those who dare to do their duty are killed. Under pressure, local, the government, the party which is governing, their MLAs, their representatives are set free even after they brandish guns, even after they assault officers. How does this affect the morale of the police?
In a very adverse manner, Ankit ji. First, let me tell you that Madhya Pradesh police has a very glorious past. They have done away with the likes of Madhav Singh, Mohar Singh and Tehsildar Singh. These lesser fries wouldn't have survived but for the fact that they enjoy official and political patronage. But for that, these people are non-entities, but since they are money spinners, they have a commercial model. Unfortunately, they seem to have the patronage of the state, the vested interest and the syndicates and the powers that be. But for that, Madhya Pradesh police, given the right signals, they would do with them in 48 hours what has not happened in the last 2 years.
Mr. Rao, are we expecting some right signals now? It's high time.
No, I think the government has always been acting against this, the miscreants. Mr. Vikram Singh, I don't know how successful you were as a DGP. If you have something to suggest, if you were really successful, we would certainly learn from your
Sir, can you Mr. Rao, this is not the time to make personal comments and ask credentials about a former DGP. The point is, I mean, this is absolute. Sir, I would not let you speak in this manner. The question is about the Shivraj Singh Chauhan government. There are officers dying almost with this scary frequency, and you are now questioning the DGP who is asking you a certain question. This is not fair, sir. This is absolutely not fair.
The police is completely free. No, but he was a part of the same system. And he was
and that is why he is raising a few pertinent questions that you should be answering rather than questioning his credentials.
UP is not a shining example of UP is not a shining example of great police administration.
Will that
if Mr. Vikram Singh had done
is that
some
your
great
defense,
things,
sir?
I would
Is that
certainly
your
want to
defense on
understand.
how unsuccessful the
But
government of
I'm saying
Madhya Pradesh
the
has
police
been
in-
on
the police in
in
Madhya
trying
Pradesh
to
is
control the
completely-
sand mafia? Is that your defense? Is that Vikram Singh has not been successful in
No,
UP?
no,
Is that
I'm
your
saying-
defense? Is Mr. Rao, I would have expected better from
No,
you.
no,
let
he's
me
making
quickly.
claims, so I want to understand. No,
Mr.
I'm only
Ankit,
saying
may I,
whatever is
Ankit?
possible. This government, the government of Madhya Pradesh has given a complete free hand.
Okay.
You go
okay.
and check it for yourself.
I am
Don't
completely out of time. I can only give 10 seconds
May
each
I?
to my guest,
Is
starting with
1,000 times better than Uttar
Mr.
Pradesh.
Vikram Singh, sir. Last
The
word
law
on
and
this.
order- Let me make this statement. The law and order situation in Madhya Pradesh is 1,000 times better than Uttar Pradesh, where Mr. Vikram Singh was a DGP.
Mr. Vikram
Let
Singh,
me-
I
let
give you
him
10
please
seconds
answer
to
that
respond to
question.
that, sir.
It's the rape capital of India.
Ankit, let me
Madhya
tell you
Pradesh
that
is the rape
let
capital
there
of India.
let there not be
Give me a
personal
sec.
questions.
Yes,
There are
absolutely.
no, Mr. Rao, may I be allowed? Please, may I? Now let me tell you that there are any number of success stories. Vikram Singhs do not matter. But since you have raised the point of Vikram Singh, let me tell you as a DGP, 2 sitting ministers, 2 members of parliament of the ruling party
Right.
and 3 MLAs of the ruling party were sent put behind bars. And that saw to it that there's no mafia activity in the state of Uttar Pradesh.
Well,
if you are prepared to do that,
I'm
please do
completely
that.
out of
If
time
not,
on
well, let
this,
us not
and as Mr. Singh also started saying that let's not make it a personal event, but Mr. Rao trying just to question somebody else's credentials does not get the fact away that the Madhya Pradesh government is completely failing, and it's high time that the Chief Minister gives the right signal to the police force that is losing its confidence because their own are being killed every day by the brazen sand mafia. Thank you so much to
It's
all
100
my
times
guests
better.
for
It's
joining
100
me here
times better.
on the 8 o'clock debate. Of course, we would expect the Chief Minister to take some strong action. Otherwise, it just becomes another case in the long diary of the land mafia killing the police in Madhya Pradesh with absolute brazenness.